Okay, we are at episode 16 of Conversations with a Martial Artist. Thank you for joining me. My guest today is Carl Mitchell. He is the head coach and owner of Monkey Muay Thai, now based in Maidenhead. A really cool gym. They've actually just moved facilities. We chat about that a little bit in the podcast. But fantastic gym. Really high standard of coaching, high standard of fighters, really good time, good atmosphere all round. So highly recommend that for sure. I trained with Carl. I met him a few years ago. I've been training at Monkey Muay Thai on and off for periods for a couple of years, but it's a fantastic facility, and Carl's a really knowledgeable guy. You'll hear we have a really fun chat talking about all sorts of various things around Muay Thai, but he's been involved in the game for a fair while, really experienced, lots of interesting insights. I hope you find it as useful as I do. Please do check out Carl and Monkey Muay Thai. I've put all of the links in the description on whatever platform you're listening to, but in the meantime, sit back and enjoy. All right, Carl, thank you very much for having me down. Thank you for letting you guys beat the shit out of me as well. That was a good fun session. It's a wicked club.
Thank you, mate.
I really like your new facility. Obviously, you've still got some bits going on, but
loads to do. Yeah,
wicked place. How long have you been here? Do you say?
Literally 3 weeks. Yeah, I think this is our 3rd week. So yeah, we've got to take the wall out, get the bags up.
Yeah,
mat everything, and then so slow and steady. Let's get it done.
Well, it's looking good already, and I mean, you've got a lot of guys coming already. It's a big class. Like, it was a big group today.
Yeah, it's nice and busy. Yeah, I mean, even though we've been there 3 weeks, we've actually had a few newer guys coming straight down. So yeah, it was obviously quite busy before, but yeah, sort of picked up. It's always that fear of moving clubs or moving gyms. It's like you lose.
Yeah, there's always going to be a percentage of it, I guess.
Because people, it's the travelling thing, and if they've got to travel another 10 minutes, maybe it's not so convenient.
Yeah, you can't be fucked anymore.
Basically, that's the politest way of putting it, yeah. Oh, no, it's fine, but no, it's good. Yeah, so fingers crossed, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like we're saying, high street location.
Yeah, it's wicked. You're right in the centre of Maidenhead as well.
Yeah.
Just for anyone that's interested, we'll talk about. I'll put all of your details as well in the description when people come down, because it is genuinely a really wicked club. I mean, I obviously first met you a few years ago when I did the boxing at your old gym. You've moved a couple of times, haven't you?
Windsor. Yes. Yeah. Moved since then. Yeah.
So you're Windsor, and then where was the gym in between?
So the last one was White Waltham. So we moved there, real nice, sort of similar size to this. And then unfortunately they wanted to develop it. Oh. So so we had to move out. But that was a good location. So it was literally only there a year. And we moved again. But before that was Windsor, quite a few years.
Oh yeah. Because that was quite a cool gym as well. But the what's it called, 5-star?
Yeah, so we had 5-star, the main gym downstairs, and then we was up.
Yeah, that was a wicked little
the sweaty bit upstairs.
The sweaty bit. I did like that place. There's something old school about that place.
Yeah, good memories. That's where we started on that. And we've done a lot. Yeah, because you obviously done the white collar, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, busy. Amazing how many people we can get in a small room.
It is, but it was great, and you had a full-size ring in there as well.
We did. Yeah, so we upped on hard because we took it over to the other gym. And then we found this was a bit like there's enough space, but then we thought, I'd rather have more mat space. So it's kind of a big thing, especially with Muay Thai and that. Do we get rid of the ring?
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a better decision, because I think we're going to have more usable mat space.
Yeah, that's it, because there's only so many people you can fit in the ring to train for the class environment.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess it's good for your fighters and stuff, but
it is definitely. It's like I said, if we had a lot more room, we'd definitely get another ring in. But at the moment, I think where we'd have to put it is just going to take up a big chunk of mat space. I'd rather get the bags up. We're going to get a cage wall fitted, so we can still kind of use angles, working
the same
and stuff like that. So
that'd be really cool, because you have MMA guys as well here, don't you?
So
submission grappling.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so there's us. So mainly Muay Thai. We've got a couple of boxing classes, and then we have Keith Ellis, who runs Windsor submission grappling. So he runs his classes out here as well. Yeah, so a lot of MMA guys, jits guys, and that as well. So a real mixed bag.
But it's cool though, and it's cool that you can have so many good clubs and such a good space. I love it here. I'll be back.
Yeah, it's good. They've done really well. It's got a hard session tonight. You did kind of get thrown in there a little bit.
I did get ragdolled a bit on a few rounds for sure.
Yeah, well, we've got one of the lads who's fighting in a couple of weeks as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's not all geared around him, but you definitely need to pick up a bit tonight. So.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Like it's good to have that environment as well. Good. Like everyone kind of bounces off each other really well. Like.
Yeah, it's good sparring rounds. I think no one was being a dick.
No, that's it. We're saying off camera, like no one's a dickhead here, which is nice.
No, definitely not. You get the odd person, but they tend not to last too long.
That's it.
And like the ones who are going harder, they're generally more technical as well. So I think hopefully it does happen. Accidents happen.
Well, it's part and parcel of it.
Yeah, but no, I think the standard's pretty good. I'm pleased really.
Yeah, and I guess it's because you've got quite a competitive gym here as well. But it's not just like you've got a real good mixed bag of like beginners and like hobbyists and stuff. But there's some really good like fighters as well. You guys definitely quite a lot.
Yeah, I think when we set up Monkey, like really, it was a bit like. You either go down that route of you're just doing it for fighters, which is cool, and that's great, and I totally get that. But I think for me personally, because my aim was never like I never really want to be like a fighter. It was never like my main sort of thing. So I just always enjoyed just training. So I kind of wanted to get that environment where it's kind of open to everyone. You're still training the same, like putting the work in. You've got guys who want to fight. Like say you've got guys who just more like hobby, and they just want to get fit and stuff like that and learn a bit of technique. And I think it hopefully works.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it's cool, especially like the sparring where everyone was just bouncing around. Like 1 minute you could be training with some guy who's only done it like a couple months, and then next it's some killer that's blasting me across the room. It's good.
Like, so I think you find a lot with like I was saying to you earlier, like with the Thai guys, they kind of step it up or take it down. So it's like, and you need that, don't you? If everyone's a dick, then you learn nothing. Just get your head smashed in.
Yeah, you just go home feeling rough.
And it puts you off, doesn't it? Particularly as a beginner, it can completely put you off. And that's it. It's a bit like, and then you get a bad rep as a gym as well. So, which obviously doesn't work business-wise, does it? Yeah, and I think you just don't learn it. And if you're a good enough level, you should be able to just bring that.
Yeah, you should have that control of like matching whoever you're with.
Yeah. Hopefully. There's a lot of hopefully in there.
I think we're being very optimistic. But I don't think that's always the case.
No, but we try our best, don't we? But, hopefully, like if you've got I think if the overall standard's pretty good, then that does tend to work. And it's because you like I rotate people quite a lot as well. So hopefully you're not always getting hard rounds, you're getting like technical rounds. Yeah. And then you're sort of going with guys the same sort of level as well. So you get to try it out. Yeah, with different levels all the time. You need it.
Definitely,
you need to be pushed, but you need to be like sometimes a better one as well, so you get a bit more confident. But.
Yeah, you can actually practice some stuff rather than just like shelling up the whole time.
Turning away and crying. But
that's it.
No, it's good.
And do you find having like a mixed bag? Do you tend to treat the students any different, like the fighters versus kind of hobbyists and things like that? Because you've got quite a good fight team here.
Yeah, I think if guys are fighting or they want to fight, it's that thing. Yeah, they're training. It's not necessarily geared around them all the time, but they just have to be like committed to it. So they'd be, like saying like a couple of them are like, you need to be like first on the match. You need to be ready to go. So I think it's more like the mindset thing, and then obviously like technically wise or technique wise, you need to work specific things for like fights and stuff. You can't separate it too much, and we do have obviously like beginners classes and some classes just pad work and stuff like that, so maybe they're more suited to just the beginners,
where there's more focused things that you can just work on an idea or whatever, and then more free ones
and then free it off a bit. So you do try and mix it around a little bit, because even if you've been training a long time, you do get a little bit bored sometimes, and you think actually just want to work this or work that, or just a session where you ain't got to think too much.
That's it.
Smash the pads really, and everyone likes to do it, don't they? Just want a good session. He's hitting stuff.
That's it. There's nothing better than a satisfying whack.
Exactly, yeah. Now everyone likes technique, but sometimes you just want to hit stuff and not think. Just go home, vent a bit of frustration.
That's it.
Get it out of your system, and the job's a good one. But no, I think it does work, and I think it works actually for us that there is a mixed bag of, guys like fighting Thai, or maybe like sort of a K1 sort of kickboxing, but then there is a lot of MMA guys or guys who've done other stuff, and I like it because it kind of. If you're always fighting with the same sort of style, or if everyone's say like a good clincher when they're Thai, but they get against someone who's more like kind of movement based and like throwing kicks out and more like box based, you need like diversity of styles. Even if you're better than that person, it's just someone particularly someone maybe like freestyle kickboxing, something like that, they might be like hopping around a bit more, spinning, throwing stuff you're not used to seeing. So yeah, I think you need a mixed bag of people in the gym.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys definitely have that going here. There's definitely some really like noticeably different styles with some of them. And then there's obviously like a core style from like your main guys, which is always really interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. Otherwise, especially for the ones who compete, otherwise they're kind of so used to certain shots being thrown in certain ways and certain rhythm or timing. You get someone who's all of a sudden like spinning and jumping around a bit, like they're just not used to seeing it.
Yeah.
It's not like that guy's better, but it's just that you're not used to seeing those patterns or the movement.
You've suddenly got to figure it out on the fly.
It's just like, what the fuck's that? Why are they doing that?
What is happening?
Why are they standing that way? Like, what are they doing wrong? They're still hitting me. So you got to learn to adapt. But yeah, hopefully, if you do get enough of those guys through training, it kind of shouldn't throw you too much.
Yeah.
Again, another should.
Yeah, shouldn't. A lot of that.
Shouldn't. But yeah, no, I think it works well. It's good. It's good fun as well.
Oh yeah, that's it. I mean, I think I was saying to you off camera, one of my favourite things about doing this podcast is being able to travel and like visit other gyms and play with all these different styles and stuff. Even if I'm a bit shit at them, it's so interesting to see how people move around different and like how you match up against one style versus another.
Yeah, and it is different. Oh yeah, so different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, because you obviously like kickboxing a bit, Wing Chun and stuff like that, isn't it? You think, oh, I'm good at that, and you go to another gym, different style.
Yeah.
Freaking hell, that just doesn't work. So they're not letting me do that. And it does throw you, doesn't it? I mean,
it really does.
Throws you out.
Yeah, I mean, your guys, I think I noticed, quite clinch heavy. You guys, I was getting swept left, right, and centre all over the place today. Yeah, like it was really good. But
yeah, I do like. I mean, in Thai you've got to be able to clinch anyway. Yeah, like, no clinch or no Thai really. But yeah, I do. I mean, I like clinch, and we do like push it a lot. And so a lot of the guys now, the clinch is definitely getting good. I think we've got a fairly good standard.
I reckon so.
Yeah, like overall, even some of the newer guys, their clinch is like really coming on. So yeah, it's always a cop-out, isn't it? Just grab hold of them and clinch it. Especially when you've got someone flicking kicks up all the time. So
stop doing that.
But you notice it, don't you? Your base, like if you come in a bit off-centred or turned in,
you're suddenly much more aware.
Swept out, and then, it's good fun though, isn't it?
Oh, I love it, I really like clinch stuff. I'm not particularly great at, especially like the sweeps and stuff. Thai clinch I'm quite bad at. They're like more of an MMA style clinch. I don't mind like striking in the clinch. Yeah. But as soon as you put sweeps in, I'm terrible.
It's just
I'm all
different.
Over the place.
It's different, isn't it? You find that like with the guys who do like more MMA or more like wrestling stuff is like really good grapplers, but then it's just different. Like Thai clinch is different. Your hips are in. Like you turn, you got to be striking in there, like your knees and stuff, and the off balances are different. Yeah, it's all good, but then you've got to kind of modify everything for the art you're sort of doing.
Yeah, that's it. Do you train the clinch a lot specifically? Do you have like clinch classes, or it'll just
we do. So Saturday, Saturday we have a pad class, and then we used to have like just sparring after that, and then because the numbers were up and down and stuff, and then a few people were asking, they just want like a dedicated clinch session. So Saturday mornings we have pads, and then we just do straight into sort of about an hour's worth of clinch, which is good. The numbers are fairly consistent as well, so.
I think that's good because, like, a lot of places you don't really get it that much. I mean, maybe full-time places. Yeah. But like in Thailand, they do a lot. It's like this day is clinch day. Yeah. And like all the sessions in that day, you'll just be doing the clinch because there's so much focus
it's such a big part of the art. It's like, like some people say, that's the art within the art, and it is. It's really, it's like fucks with your head. You're all like punching and kicking, and someone's just grabbing hold of you, and thinking. Get your head ragged down and you're like getting swept out, and
that's it. And you're so stuck, and there's so many threats going on as well.
Definitely, And we always go like just like anything. I guess it's just good fundamentals, good basics, like getting your posture right and stuff like that, locking up, controlling, but then working off of that. If you don't know what you're doing, it's a horrible place to be.
Definitely.
Yeah, even if someone's like very controlled with it, it's like, oh man, it's like,
just holding that position is pretty miserable.
You think, oh man, I would have eaten about 20 elbows, brother. Just like hanging on. But no, it's good. Yeah, I mean, like even like just with the clinch sessions, it's the same sort of format. You get different levels of guys coming in. Like even if the new guys, sometimes they're a bit wary. So like, they just come down. It's like everyone again, like swap rounds. The better guys will like bring it down, go through basics and stuff. And you can quickly start to get better at it. You're not going to be like phenomenal, but it's just that consistency, It's all there is, just consistent.
Yeah, that's it. The same for anything, really, isn't it? You just got to keep practicing.
Yeah, definitely. No, I do like clinch. It's my favourite.
What about?
Yeah,
sorry.
Go on.
Well, I was just going to say, what about when you guys? I think you mentioned sometimes you guys will fight other rule sets like glory rules or K1 or whatever, where there's pretty limit, like where you can catch and counter, but you can't.
Yeah. So I think. Yeah, mainly I do. It's like just try and get them tight, unless they're obviously fighting MMA. But yeah, we have had a few lads. Fight K1. It's just different. It's different like pace, and you got to train differently for it. There's things like you can't catch, you can't sweep, like one knee in the clinch or whatever the rules are. And
that's it.
Yeah, so I think if you're fighting sort of like K1 or like Glory rule set, you got to be training that.
Well, that's good to know. My next fight is glory rules, I think.
Right,
so it's that single counter stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So catch them on counter.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, no sweeps and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's definitely doable. I think within the Thai gym, you do get guys obviously fighting it, but you got to be like, you just got to drill that like in a different way. I think. Yeah. Anyway, you can't play the game. You can't. If you're a good clincher, you don't want to be going into that sort of rule set because you got to work your hands a hell of a lot more, and obviously scoring's like different. It does work. I think it's more like when the guys then transition. Maybe it's like say MMA, which one of the lads in particular. He went from like Thai to then MMA. It's just like you got to change. Like stance is different, movements different. You've got to work your boxing a lot more. It's just it's definitely doable. You still got your kicks and your knees and like the clinch doesn't really work. I don't think quite as well. You got to modify it a lot. But because you've got different stuff getting thrown back at you.
Well, that's
and they do that with grabbing your legs. Like, MMA, double legs and stuff. But, I think it's good. Like people try different stuff out.
Yeah, I think so. Have you ever played around with like any of the MMA stuff, or you've always
I've done man? No. So my original. So as a kid, I was like, I've done whatever old school sort of freestyle karate. I guess that was back in I sound really old now. So I was like 86, 87. So I was about 11, I think, 12. So I've done that for a little bit. Basically, like, my mum and dad split up, so I moved away. So I then turned into a stroppy teenager. Done nothing because you don't want to. And then so I think I was about 21, 22, and I thought I need to like get back into it because that was the only thing I really liked as a kid, like sports wise. And I was never like into sports and stuff, but like martial arts always like fascinated me. Like Bruce Lee, like when I was young, it was Enter the Dragon. Like God, watched that millions of times. I think it's brilliant. So so I've done that, and then when I was older, kind of got the bug back. So I just joined like the local karate club, literally up the road, the school hall. Done that for a bit. That was good. I don't think it was really what I wanted to do, but it was just a good step. Doing something, couldn't it? Like getting back into doing something. The guy there, he shut down. Hopefully not because I trained there, but he shut down, and then I got into Wing Chun after that, just because the guy I used to work with, he'd done it when he was younger, so he's like, give this a go. Like, got some good bits in it. I've done that. I think I've done that for about 3 years. Really enjoyed it. Different as you evolve, you learn. But that was quite a good club. And then I think I just wanted a bit more. I just wanted a bit something different. I think I was probably a pain in the arse. To looking back, I think I was a bit like, oh, can we just spar? I don't get it. Can we just spar? I think the guy who was teaching, lovely guy, but I think he was thinking, who's this dick? Yeah, it's just like because like all the cheese stuff. So I loved all of that, and then I think my mind just wasn't into that. That very because he went like sort of very traditional then in the end. Whereas I think when I started with him initially, like he'd free it off a lot, and then then he got very, very like ultra technical, which is great. But I think at that time I wasn't. Yeah, it depends what you want. Yeah, so I was like, oh, can we just spar? Try it out. And then, so I think it was time to move on then, and then what did I do after that? Oh, there's a thing I don't know if you ever heard it. It's called like Casey fighting method. Oh yes. So like KEYSI. Yes, that's it. Yeah, so I think it's just because it was all in the magazines and stuff. And all that. I thought, that looks quite cool. And then it was actually a local kickboxing club. He was doing that as well. So I kind of like ditched the Wing Chun and that. Yeah, and then started doing the kickboxing and that as well. So and that's more like a self-defense type system. It's kind of I don't know much about it. It's all right. You can slag away. It was good. I get the principles. Main thing, I did enjoy the training. I had some real good laughs. A couple of us, again, probably was a bit like, they're just being dicks. It's like, man, it's like street fighting, just like hitting each other. It's like, look, little gloves. But it was good. Yeah, I got well into that. I like the kickboxing as well, but I think again, it was actually then I started to get into the Thai because it was my old Thai coach. he actually come to the kickbox club only because his daughter was like, they lived local, but he trained, I think he was training up in London at the time. But yeah, so he just used to drop into the odd session, and then he started to run like a Thai class just for that kickboxing club as well. But I sort of vividly remember sparring with him. Never sparred with any Thai guys. I watched a bit as you do, like on the telly, stuff like that. I think it's on Eurosport or something. They used to have it. I thought, oh man, and again that started to fascinate me a little bit. I thought, oh man, this is like different. It's like I never got that freestyle, the flicky point sparring thing. I appreciate it, the timing, the speed. I was like, oh, spar, and then they'd like be shouting. I don't know, I couldn't get it. I was like, oh man, we're not fighting. You hit me and running off. But again, maybe that was my shit kicking ability. But yeah, so I sparred with him. I remember he left at me and low kicked me. I was like, what the fuck? So, literally, like, sorry, but I thought, oh man, this is cool. So then I started training with him, and it's brilliant.
Just ran away from there.
I thought, it's just different. I think Thai is just, it's so, if you've never done it, if you come from other arts and stuff, and then you do Thai, it's just be like, it is very different. The pad work's different. I think with kickboxing and all the other styles, you're holding pads out here. The Thai, everything's where it should be. Like, boom, you're taking the shot. You've got to hit harder. The kneeing, like you kind of do knees when you're kickboxing. They're not the same. It's not.
No.
Learn to hit knee properly, elbow properly, clinch. Never clinched before. Done bits of sort of grappling, but nothing. Man, I don't think. I remember sparring. Again, I was probably a bit of a dick when I spar. I said, I'll be all right, rely on my hands. And then one of the guys used to train with, like, real nice man, he just smashed the shit. Oh, I remember he just smashed the shit out of my leg. I thought, I was probably a bit stubborn back then, probably quite angry as well. But I remember just coming forward, he just kept smashing my legs. Well, this is brilliant. Excellent.
That is a hard first lesson every time.
So what am I doing? It's like, so everything you have learned with other arts, you think, this ain't working now. It's just like, he's not even that great, but he's good, but he's just smashing the crap out of me now.
After you take 2-3 of them leg kicks, suddenly you're like, I don't know about the like lifting my leg up so high anymore. I don't know if I want to plant on that.
It's like you don't know what to do, because if you never trained it, you don't know, do you? And then people just doing weird stuff, like
very different,
taking your legs out. Like, why are you doing that?
And people that don't know, it really seems like it shouldn't work. Like people all think of like, oh my god, imagine getting kicked to the head. Oh god, and it's like, oh, you get kicked on the thigh. Like, why is he struggling with that? You're like,
definitely.
Wait till you feel one.
Well, you've obviously trained, a lot of things, and we always say it's like people don't understand leg kicks and body shots. Like from the outset, they shouldn't hurt. And like with body shots as well, it's I can take loads of shots. You get caught. Man, that's like, it sucks the wind out of you, doesn't it? It just shuts you down.
I had to take a hard shot to the head over the body any day. I think I've had this discussion before. I much prefer, I'd rather be knocked out cold than have a good kick to the liver.
To a certain degree, you can like shake stuff off, can't you? I know it's not good for you, but you can. You get hit hard in the body, or your leg gets smashed up. You can't walk, you can't move.
No,
body shots just. Horrendous, and they
changes the game. I mean,
the soul out of you,
when I was in Thailand, I did a fight out there.
Okay. Sweet.
I was like, fuck it, while I'm here, bucket list thing, tick that off. Awful mistake.
Really?
I fought a geezer. I was about 70 odd kilos at that time, probably a bit less, and he was 87. And he just kicked the shit out of my leg. And the next day, I'm like hobbling around. I was like, I can't move.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's just, it's a weird pain. And then, and like all of a sudden, his leg doesn't function.
That's it.
And then, stairs in the next day.
No fun.
I remember it took me a good few months just to get used to. My coach said, you got to take the weight off your leg, and I said, man, this ain't working. But it was working, but it was just me being stubborn and not trying to change. I kept catching with my hands, but that didn't work either. Just get beaten up even more.
That's the thing.
But no, it is. It's good fun. I do like Thai. I think out of everything, like for me, like stand-up wise, I think Thai is just, I think it has everything. I think the way you train's not more realistic, but it's just that thing. Everything's just solid, isn't it? It's like you're getting conditioned all the time. Well, not now, but like even just pad work and you're clinching, everything's just there. So, some people think it's like really basic, but there's a lot of tricks in there, depending on your style and stuff. But I think because it doesn't on the outset have as many fancy stuff as something like taekwondo or something like that, where you've got lovely spins.
Yeah.
You do have that in Thai, but it's just not used like as much.
Yeah.
Because of the scoring and turning your back and stuff like that. And it's just different. But yeah, Thai, stand up for me, Thai, it's just made more sense, I think.
Yeah.
Than anything else I've sort of
especially if you want to go down like a hard style. Like the way, I think the culture of the training is what's really interesting, because it's much harder than most other arts, I'd say. I think MMA's probably adopted that culture a little bit, but there is a lot more like body conditioning and just work, like a culture of working hard. Like at the end of every session, you're like soaked through. But not every martial art will have that. A lot of them will be more like just technical and like you've had a bit of a heart rate spike, but that's about it. But Thai, always from day one, you're grinding.
It's hard work, and I think it's good though. I think it's good for people. I think when we get people down, maybe we've done maybe like a not so much like a full contact type of kickboxing, like with leg kicks and stuff, but when you get maybe like some of the sort of freestyle, I guess is the way to describe it. It's hard sometimes to adapt, because like they've got some lovely stuff. Yeah. But then it's a simple sometimes. You get like taekwondo, just keep it real simple. Just start to sweep your legs out, or like leg kick, nothing fancy. So it's a bit like, I think I've found over the years, you get guys that maybe a good level in a art, come down, maybe they're not necessarily getting lit up by like some of the Thai guys who are much more novice-y, but maybe they're not quite as good as they thought. Yeah. And it's a bit of pill to swallow sometimes. That's the problem I've found, I think, in martial arts, is if you stick with one style, you can get a lot of smoke blown up your arse and you think you're indestructible, don't you? And then, you know, I've trained enough different things, and, you know, like yourself, and it kind of opens you up when you go to this other world. It's a bit like if you've only boxed and you go to a jits club. Oh, yeah. It's like, man, you are going to get manhandled for that whole session.
That's it. That's another one, though, that people don't give a lot of credit to, is the grappling. Like your average person's like, a boxer will just like fucking smoke them, like, one punch and that person's like on the floor. It's like, good fucking luck, mate. You say that to anyone that's been, you do jiu-jitsu for more than about 6 months, that man will kill you. Yeah, it's good. I love, like, I am shit. The bits I've done, I do make a little bit of a running joke about myself. I fully appreciate jiu-jitsu, and I've done, and I mean little microscopic bits of like jiu-jitsu, and I love it. It's fun. It's freaking hard, but it's, you've got to, and I say to the guys when they're like, I'll do a bit, I say, just do it, because you've got to be humble. I think you will get humbled like real quick. Yeah, so it's just like enjoy. I think everyone should learn a bit of jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I think so, because it's so specific in skill that it's worth having some. Like, I spoke to someone on the podcast who is a 10th Planet black belt, and he was talking about. He says his kids, they'll be at least blue belts, and then from there, their choice if they want to keep doing jiu-jitsu. But he's like, everyone really should be blue belt level. I really think that's a good level, because you can do that a year. Yeah, like you can get to that sort of level. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I totally agree. I think everyone should do some sort of martial art. 100%. I think whether you're doing it to fight or not, I think everyone should just learn a little bit of something. Yeah, you know, like boxing or Muay Thai. It's just, you know, for stand-up arts, just so you learn how to hit. God forbid, be like, I mean, outside, you know, you shouldn't be doing it, but if you're not getting flustered, if you've kind of sparred a little bit in that, you're not made of glass, as we say, it's that kind of thing. You kind of maybe throw a couple of shots. But the other, grappling, mate. Everyone should just a little bit of basic grappling fundamentals, just because if it does happen, it happens. But again, you're not going to get like overwhelmed because someone's grabbed hold of you. Yeah, that's it. It's like, you know, you don't want to be rolling around the streets too long. But no, that's where you want your Thai clinch. Yeah, forget that big knee. Then you get double legs, and that's it. But no, I think big up the grappling arts, because they are brilliant. That's probably because I'm really shit. You go in and you're just like amazed. Oh no, it's funny. I do like it. I've just started doing a bit with Harry, who's one of the MMA lads. I was like, mate, I just want to do a little like old man. Yeah, just once a week. Like, I don't want to be like phenomenal. I just need to actually get some sort of basics on this, because I've been dipping in and out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of do it for a couple of weeks, and then I won't do it for a couple of months, and then but it's good fun. It's great fun. I love it. It's one of the most fun ones to train, because I also don't come out of that feeling absolutely banged up. Like you could have a really hard session, And again, that same idea of like by the end soaked through, but you don't have to. You're not like so because you're not being so explosive and so tense. Like you come away relaxed, and I can do that every day of the week. Whereas like a hard Muay Thai session, as great it is, like I can't do that every day of the week.
It's just, it's all different, isn't it? It's what you kind of train the most.
Yeah, I guess your body adapts to it as well. Yeah,
but yeah, jiu-jitsu is funny.
It is good fun.
I do like it when you get guys. I think we actually had it at the other gym a couple of times, and it'd be like proper gym kind of lads and stuff, fit and strong, and you can kind of hear them like, if they used to pop upstairs and stuff. But mate, like you go and roll, and a couple of them did roll with a couple of the lads. They're like, man, I ain't gonna last long. You're gonna blow out, as strong as anything, but you are gonna blow out in about 10 seconds.
That's it,
and it does.
Everyone does that when you start jiu-jitsu. Yeah, like I remember I'd come away and jiu-jitsu was what I just said a minute ago. You can forget that. Yeah. When I first started, I'm so tense all the time. And every muscle on my body hurts. I'm like, I can't move the next day.
It's like I remember like doing the bits with Keith who wins a submission grappling. So he's obviously black belt under Colson Gracie, but like when he's not laughing at him with my lack of ability, but like just doing bits of him and rolling, it's like I don't get how you're kind of like controlling me because you're sort of not doing nothing. Yeah. I'm panicking. I'm literally blowing out my arse in like 30 seconds. You're not even going for a submission, and I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're just toying with it.
I'm just like just trying to be fat, old, and awkward. I'm just trying to move you, but it's not working. But yeah, I think definitely everyone should give it a go, even if they do one session. Just appreciate.
Yeah, it does. It makes you appreciate it. Even if it's not your thing. Yeah, it does definitely. Definitely make.
And like I say, for a self-defense point of view as well, I think it's great. Yeah, I think a little bit of Thai or a little bit of boxing and a little bit of jits. Definitely, everyone should have just basic good, just a little bit of fundamentals. God forbid anything ever happens, you've got slightly more chance than average sort of Joe.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, if it's not the first time you've been in that situation, then all the better for it.
Yeah. Another hope.
Hopefully. Again, very optimistic.
And then just run away. It's always optimistic.
Hopefully they just leave you alone.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Would you do? Yeah, definitely run. Disappear. Yeah. Let's not go down that world.
But going back to the Thai stuff, then.
Yep.
One thing that you said, which I thought was really interesting, was the pad work stuff.
Yep.
Because I definitely agree. I think the pad work for Thai is so good, and I try and adopt it as much as I can. But a lot of other styles don't appreciate that so much. Like you say, like a lot of them will be small focus mitts held much further out and things.
Yeah.
But the heavy Thai pads, I love them.
Yeah.
They're so good to be able to dig a bit of power if you want to. And be able to like change the orientation. It takes a bit getting used to. Murders the shoulders. Yeah. But once you get into it, I'm sure you're all right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm on the other end of it now. So everything starts to really hurt now. Elbows, shoulders, knees. Yeah. But Thai padding. I think if you get a good pad holder in Thai, it just totally changes your session. I know everyone's got to learn, and it is definitely something you have to learn over a long time. But I think like I would normally say to them, just keep it simple. If you're sort of like freeing it off a little bit, just keep it simple on the pads because you've got to learn obviously where the pads go. But you've got like the striker, the person who's hitting them, they've got to be confident that the pad's going to be there.
Yeah,
particularly like when you welly in kicks and you don't want people turning, booting their elbow, busting your foot and stuff. But Thai pad, and it's hard for the pad holder as well. You get someone who knows what they're doing. It's like you're taking them shots a lot of times, like getting ragged around a little bit.
Yeah.
No, Thai padding is good. Yeah. It took me like a long time to kind of just get my head into it. It's like, got to feed that back, and then you kind of think,
all the various positions and stuff that a lot of other arts like don't think about, and even having it for the clinch and bits is so good.
You see it like probably like something like the knees and stuff in Thais, and like with the pad work, is like a lot of them like they hold out here, like in other arts, and it's a bit like the target's there. At least in Thai, you're hitting where the target is. Everything's like nice and tight with the kicks, right on the body. Stuff like that, where normally it's like held right out. So I think then when you come to spar and stuff with some of the other arts, maybe like with their pad work, is like you're then so far away. You're another like foot or 2 foot away.
Yeah, I must play with your distance idea.
But I think like a good pad holder in Thai, and like with boxing, good pad man in boxing, it's the same thing. Your distance is more where it should be, and you get used to hitting with confidence, and you get someone who's feeding the pads back properly. Totally changes your session.
How do you like teach people that? Like when you have a new person, do they just kind of pick it up as you go, or do you do like specifically? Do you like guide people about how to hold?
Yeah, I think So like in the beginners class, we do like a lot of pad work in there, and it is like we generally start it off like just work on the kick or work on a punch, and it is like it's trying to go right. If you get two new people in particular together, it's like just telling them where to position that pad.
Yeah,
it's getting them like used to feeding it back. So starting off a bit slow. It's a bit better if you get like a bit of a mixed class where you've got guys a bit more experience, because they can then help
sort of correct it.
Kind of makes a bit more sense. And stuff, you don't get people who are panicky. The pad's just like flapping them about. The other monster just walking around like that. What do I hit? But it's like anything. It takes quite a while, I think, to get confidence in art in itself, and like used to just doing it. I think when you're working with fighters and stuff, because obviously you're padding them more. So I think it's a lot easier because you get into a bit of a flow with it, and then they're confident the pad's going to be there. Equally, you know what they want to throw, or they're going to throw, or you want them to throw. Depending on how you work in the session. But nothing worse than getting your arms booted off.
Forget that.
It's like, if you're working a lot of knees with people, you're like, oh man, it's really starting to come through. I get the decent pads out now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the belly pads on, and you're reinforcing it all the time.
You got it. It's good fun though. I think a good pad holder. It's worth their weight in gold, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good. Because it's just a lot of it's just replicating. Like, you're getting certain stuffs back, like start off slow and then you pick that speed up. You see some of the Thai pad holders, mate, it's just basically like a sparring session almost. Boom, 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 boom. It's like really good.
Yeah, when they're trying to sweep you back and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, it's really good to watch,
There's that famous guy, the famous coach, he's a Thai guy. Who is he?
Oh, trainer. I always get his name wrong.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yes,
Guy,
I don't know how to say his name either.
I apologise now for any pronunciation.
Well,
paddling like that, it's just wicked, isn't it?
So cool.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a bit of a pad. Bit of a pad buff, I think. I do like,
Well, I guess you must be. It's quite a big part of your job.
I think, because that's the thing, even when you're coaching, you've got to learn, haven't you? Like, you never stop sort of learning stuff. And even like with pad work, that's a good way of padding that, or a different way of padding it. Or maybe that'll work better for a certain person. They might need padding in a slightly different way.
So do you adapt it slightly to who you're holding for?
Yeah, a little bit. I think if you get maybe someone who's switching quite a bit, then it's just learning the best way to like pad.
Sure.
Slightly. I think it all depends, doesn't it? It's on their level. Maybe if they've got a fight or they haven't got a fight, or you want them to work a specific thing, then you pad them like slightly different. But I think you've always got to adapt, It's the whole point of like training, is it, or a big part of it. You always got to adapt to what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like, if someone's maybe like don't turn the hips over properly in the kick, or in like the best knee, it's kind of like you've got to adjust it a little bit. But I think good pad holders, make or break you, I think.
Yeah, it is amazing. I mean, it's quite funny if you ever have videos of yourself, whatever, and you're with a good pad man and you're doing the thing, you're like, oh yeah, now I'm feeling pretty confident about myself. And then you can watch yourself doing it with like a bad pad man or shadowboxing or the heavy bag, and you're like, who is that dickhead?
Make or break. You can get a top level guy with a shit pad holder and they look absolutely awful. Or you can get someone who just started with a really good pad holder and you think, actually, they look alright.
Oh, wow.
Can't spot off.
All out the window, but looks sick.
I know, good pad men or pad people. Like, definitely, it's good. I love it, I think that's the thing, like when you get new ones, you're kind of constantly like adjusting them. Because you know yourself, don't you, when you train, but like that pad really needs to be there, like because they can throw it hard, or that's more realistic to where that kind of shot would be. But it's like there's nothing worse than flinchy pad holders. It's like, especially with the knees, does my head in. It's like a pet peeve, like people will back away when you're trying the knees. It's like, again, that's the kind of thing with Thai, isn't it? Like you get a little bit of condition just.
Well, definitely, because it's a bit rougher. You're definitely conditioning the pad holder as well.
I think, in looking back, I think I've definitely had people not come back just because of how you pad. And I sound really bad, but I remember one in particular, and they'd done a bit of kickboxing and stuff, and it's like, I said, like, it's different, but I think on that session he was doing so it's quite basic pads and stuff, but then he's dropping into the clinch a lot. And it's that thing, is just getting your head. If you've never had like anyone just grab your head, like that in itself can like throw people off. The person they were with was like really controlled, but I think they was like, oh, this is not how we do it. Never see it. Was just like, you're not going to sign up, are you? It's just some people just don't like that contact. They they do a contact sport or contact art, and they don't like contact.
They don't like that type of contact.
No, that's So I think where you're saying like some of the other arts, maybe they don't make as much contact as you do in Thai. But
well, that's it. I guess that's quite nice when you get the beginners as well. You can almost like build them up into that style, and then after you've had them a couple of years, I guess they'll
definitely. Some people just don't like it. Some it's just not for them, is it? It's
that's it. Some people gravitate more towards other things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think even like with striking arts or grappling, some people like love grappling, but they can't stand like any striking art, and like vice versa. Even with people who've done Thai, they can't stand like jiu-jitsu and stuff. And like, we just call it ground clinch, but very modified ground clinch.
Yeah. This is still Thai.
It's just on the floor. Oh yeah, that's not working now, is it? Why are you tapping? But no, I think it's just people, isn't it? I think that's the good thing with martial arts is there's so many different styles, so many different schools, and it is whether you just want to learn a bit of self-defense or combat sport or combat art, or you just want to kind of just a bit of fitness, isn't it? It's like this. I think there is something for everyone, which is a good thing. That's why I try not to ever slag anything off too much, because it's just different things for different people.
Yeah, that's it. Like it depends what you want, and some people all prefer one thing versus another. Yeah. But like, I think the combat sports thing is definitely growing hugely at the moment. Like there's definitely more of a push towards all the combat sports stuff, whereas previously it might have been, although that you could argue that you've got the sport element of like karate and taekwondo things, but more like full contact sports. I think you've definitely had a huge like resurgence.
The last however many years, I think one of the main things I think was like when MMA started to get big. Because obviously like boxing was always massive. I was a big boxing fan and stuff. I think boxing was always the main one, wasn't it? And then everything else not so well known. Thai, even though it's been over a long time now, it was just never on telly. Only time I remember it was like on Eurosport. I think that's the only time I can remember seeing it on anything. That'd be like about 3 a.m, or the old K1 Max sort of tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah, and everything else was more like sort of traditional martial arts from what I remember. But I think once MMA come about and kind of hit the telly a bit more, like people then got into
a bit more seeing it and things. But even then, MMA was definitely kind of leading the way, and then jiu-jitsu really got. But I think recently, and I think it's going to continue, I think Muay Thai is coming into its own.
Last couple of years, and I personally, people might disagree, but I think because of one championship,
that's exactly what I was about to say, because they've just signed with Sky Sports over here, haven't they? That's big for
I love one.
I love it as well.
Massive fan.
So good.
Yeah.
Did you watch the thing? Was it last week? Haggerty?
No, I haven't. No, I saw the good freebie Friday night.
Oh
I
haven't
seen the Haggerty one yet.
Do you know what? I was a little gutted when they signed with Sky Sport. I was like, great for the sports, but I loved having it free on YouTube.
I was a bit like, I was the same. I think everyone was. Let's be honest. I think everyone was like, oh, this is brilliant. Don't get rid of the freebie though. Oh no, Friday night fight.
Like, you could charge the states. I don't mind, but keep it on YouTube for us.
It is brilliant. No, I think they've just got it right.
Yeah.
I think Muay Thai, small gloves, slightly different kind of rule set. How they're just forced to work, but I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people who don't like it, but I think you've got to adapt. So it has to move with the times. And Thai is brilliant. I love it. And I love all the traditions and stuff, but I think it's a fight sport, isn't it? And to sell it, to make it bigger, you've got to sell it to the public more, haven't you?
Yeah, for sure.
You've got 2 guys, 4-ounce gloves.
Scrapping.
Yeah, it's like, some of the guys are proper tough.
Oh, yeah. They've got some great stars at one now.
Yeah.
And I really like how they blend it as well. I think that's really helped promote it, where they had you've got one fight is MMA, and then the next is kickboxing, and then it's Muay Thai, and now they've got jiu-jitsu on it as well. So like a bit of everything.
But it's so cool. Yeah, I love watching the grappling and stuff like that. I think they've really nailed it. I really do. Like some of the kickboxing bouts are brilliant as well.
Yeah.
I think that I always say like that's the one show is like for anyone who wants to look at the sport who doesn't really kind of like get what a Thai is or kickbox. Just watch that. Just watch one of them shows. You kind of got it all in one.
Yeah, I really try and push one. I mean, I basically should be sponsored at this point. Anyone asks me, I'm like, watch that. Forget the UFC, all right? If you're not into it, you can get into it. But watch one and you'll see a bit of everything. I
think that's the thing, that if like with MMA, unless you like really follow it or like follow like jiu-jitsu and that as well, I think as an outsider, someone outside of the sport or outside of the art, it's harder to, not the striking, but it's harder to understand the grappling. You know, you fully appreciate it, but I think then people get into it and then they kind of understand it more, and then they kind of become more fans. But I think like with one, it's a little bit of MMA in it, or a bit of grappling, but then all the rest of it is just, I've got two geezers, two sort of athletes, and they're just like, they're going for it. And it's just like, even if you don't understand the scoring or don't understand clean,
you don't need to know.
It's just like, they're just going for it, and it's brilliant. And you get some really great fights in there. And it's good to see. Like, I don't know the longevity of doing Muay Thai 4-ounce gloves, but that aside, it's brilliant. As a fan, brilliant. Great show.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's good. You've got so many like Westerners in there as well.
Yeah, and I think it's also cool. It's really good exposure for the actual Thai guys and things as well, because like there's so many that you wouldn't know that are now like super big, like, well, you know, super bonds and rod tangs and all of that type of thing.
And from what you see, I think they're obviously getting paid better now, aren't they, and stuff like that. And it needs it, doesn't it? It needs
a bit of money injected into it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't get why Thai's never been that big, because if you look at it, it's a beautiful art, but it's absolutely brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. Like, it is, and I think now with one, it's just, I think they're going to sell it great. And and I think it will get more and more people into it. I'm not, we will be turning up in MMA gloves, but it's like, I mean, we've done a bit like just like Thai sparring with MMA gloves.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, it's good. Nothing heavy.
No,
not my age, but it's good fun. It does change it.
I bet. Yeah, I really like changing between the glove sizes and playing with that.
Just
it does hugely.
Gaps just appear. You think, oh man, I shouldn't be getting caught with that.
Yeah. Well, the one that gets me with Muay Thai is the clinch. I understand the clinch quite well.
Yeah.
I understand what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. But as soon as I put those big gloves on, especially the 16s, I'm awful at clinching. I can't even hold on to that head.
Nah, it's hard. Yeah, with 16s, it is. Yeah, clinching is really hard, because I think you can't, like, the hand positions.
Yeah, it's just so chunky.
Yeah. I think if you've got like 10 ounce on it, it's not as bad.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think like with 16s, it is quite hard. You still get the positions, but it's different. I mean, a lot of time if you just drilling clinch, then you wouldn't have no gloves or wraps on that, which then makes sense because you're
love that. I'm all about that.
Yeah, but you see it like with one now. They're like with the clinch, like the adjustments are slightly different. They're coming in, like the body shots are definitely more effective now.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys get
the clinch is great with those little gloves. I really like it. You get so many little dirty shots.
Yeah, I really like a bit of a geek when it comes to like that. But I watch it and you think, oh, some of the clinch work and then some of the elbows and that, like lovely. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely changing it for the better.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like that, you got the kickboxing.
Some of the kickboxing bouts are good though, aren't they?
Oh, the kickboxing
really
is
good.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I used to watch like Glory, well, probably like K1 Max and that back in the day when it was like brilliant. And then like Glory is really good. But I don't know, that seemed to like, I don't know, just sort of fade. Not fade,
Glory has sort of. I think Glory's coming back of late. I've seen they've had some big. I think things like Overeem re-signed with them and stuff like that. They've started to get a bit bigger again, but I don't know. It's just it's not really taken off the same way.
Yeah, I don't
see why.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's one of them. Like, you can't sort of put your finger on it why it sort of changed, but. Definitely one. Friday nights, I love it.
Yeah.
It's really sad that it's going. Yeah, Laura, my wife, she will watch one if it's on. Sad, isn't it? But it's good.
Well, your wife's quite involved with the gym as well, isn't she? Because I remember I met her for the Ultra thing. Yeah. But does she train as well?
Not as much now. Whereas, she does when she can, but no, she used to train like, she never like competed, nothing like that. But it's just train fitness, something to do. Yeah, she does all right, but it's just busy work. Yeah, being an adult, having a proper job as well.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate
it. She's a massive. She is like the boss.
To be honest, I did get that impression before.
Yeah, she's definitely the boss. I'm just the one who walks around shouting stuff and holds pads all day, and that's it. Anything else is like definitely down to her. Yeah. I think that's how a lot of gyms work, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. I have met. There's quite a few. It's quite interesting actually. There are quite a few gyms run by couples. It's quite a common thing. Yeah. I think, and it is a really interesting dynamic to see as well.
I think Yeah, we get on. Yeah, we do get on all right. I say all right. That's terrible, isn't it? We got much more than all right. But I think business-wise, we work together like really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just waffle on, chat shit, and then she gets stuff done.
Yeah. That's what you need.
She does all the proper stuff. I'll be like, oh, because I'm just crap at all that. But yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I honestly couldn't do it without her.
Well, she was really good for the ultra events. It's probably worth talking a bit about that, because that's how we first met, obviously.
Yeah.
I come to you first for the boxing.
Yeah, when was that? That was a few years ago, wasn't it?
It was a few years ago. That would have been... It must have been just after lockdown.
Oh, okay.
I think, because my brother... Yeah, that was it, because we were sort of pissing around over lockdown, my brother and I. Right. We just started, basically, throwing hands with each other. Being like, this is a bit fun, isn't it? Standard. And then from there, it evolved into... I knew I wanted to do the white collar MMA,
right?
To get into it, and then my brother, who had never really been that interested in that stuff, he's always followed MMA,
right, okay.
But he's never been particularly like athletic or into trying out the stuff. We did it, and he was like, "I'd quite like to try a bit of boxing." And I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it together then." Yeah. So we did that. Really, really enjoyed that, and then I did the MMA. I guess a year later.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a bit less, or whatever it was. But
you done all right, didn't you?
Yeah, it was. I was happy with it. I won, at least, so I'll take that.
Just leave it there. I
won. There's definitely a lot of things I didn't enjoy watching back, but I won.
You don't have to ever divulge anyone. I just won.
Fight. That is all you need.
What did you think? I enjoy them. They're good fun. From our, obviously, we're not the ones in there getting hit, but they're different. I think it makes a change.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it was run real cool. I really enjoyed it as an opportunity, and getting to come and train. I think it was twice a week. From memory, isn't it?
Yeah, twice a week. Yeah,
twice a week coming down. For people that don't know, would you just explain what ultra is? Because I just started rambling on.
Yeah, so, what with the boxing or both?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, so ultra basically. Yeah, so it's it's an experience. So you do an 8-week camp twice a week. The sessions with us. Obviously, you can train outside that as well. But yeah, you do twice a week with the gym. Big bunch of guys just trying to raise money. Always just used to be for Cancer Research UK, but they've opened it up to other charities.
Oh, have they?
Now as well, yeah. So obviously, any money you raise for the charity goes all to the charity. They're a good show. So you do an 8-week fight camp. You're matched with someone in your group, and then they put on a good show. Yeah,
they do.
And I've got to be honest, we said it from the start, a lot of their shows are better than some of the other shows you go to.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they run. I think they just run really well.
They do
good music, good lights, good sound.
Well, that's it. I remember the boxing one. I don't know why this detail stuck with me, but they had the what do you call it? The pyrotechnic things on the stage. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Good. Yeah, they do run them well. Yeah, they've done them. Oh, God knows how many events they've done now.
It must be because they're quite big. They're across the UK, aren't they?
Yeah. I think they're doing some abroad now as well. But,
really?
Yeah, so we do it for the Windsor Maidenhead area. Yeah, so we do. I think it's three boxing and 1 MMA now a year.
Oh, cool! Yeah. And so it just runs in cycles.
Yeah. So at the moment we're halfway through the boxing one, and then the MMA one starts this week actually.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I noticed one of the guys here today was someone on my MMA.
One.
We had a chat about that. Yeah, it's really fun.
No, I think that's the thing and from our point of view, we've had a lot of people really over the years sort of just carry on training. They might never fight again, but they just sort of just get bitten by the bug. Everyone carry on training. Other people, you'll never see them ever again. They disappear.
Bucket list.
Done. I don't blame them either, to be honest.
No.
No, they are good fun. Overall, they're a good event. And I think if you get the right group, it is a good experience.
That's it. And it's quite a good introduction, I think, for beginners and stuff, because it's still very full on event. It's a big experience, and it's a proper. I was cacking it.
Yeah.
But it's still the fight's really fun, and there's not the bad blood and people really protecting an amateur record or whatever, or I'm going to be a pro one day. None of that.
Nah. I think we always do try and say, but you've got to take it for what it is. It's a charity event. It is a fight, but it is an experience, and I think Ultra are really good at pushing that. It's an experience, and you're doing something what most people will never.
Yeah, that's it.
Most people will never step into that ring or the cage if you're doing the MMA. And it is a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's good fun. You do see some funny stuff. It is good. I think you get the right bunch. I think if people have a good attitude, same as like in a normal class, but I think with a ultra, if people have got a good attitude towards it, they just throw themselves in it.
Yeah.
Just do all the training, do extra sessions where they can.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You've got 8 weeks, so it's like do as much as you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't go, I can't come down because my toe hurts. It's like,
yeah.
Suck it up.
I do remember day one of the MMA. James, the other coach there at the time, he was talking about, he went, 8 weeks isn't a very long time. I wouldn't take this fight. And I was like, oh, shit.
Well, that's the thing. You're kind of doing it the wrong way around, isn't it? Because you haven't really done a lot. Let's train for 8 weeks and fight.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm in. He's like, commit, do it properly. I'm like, okay.
But it's true, isn't it? And we do say that, whether it's the boxing or the MMA, it's just throw yourself in it.
Yeah.
Just
absolutely.
Get like as much kind of work done, get your fitness up. And they are the ones who will do better.
Yeah, do you know what? It's so much more fun as well. Like, if you're just like, oh, I've got to go training. Oh, God, I'm going to have a cage fight in a few weeks.
That's the thing. It's really hard because you kind of try and put yourself in different people's mindsets. And you're like, you've signed up for it. No one's made you unless you owe someone some money or something. Like no one's made you do this. It's like, why wouldn't you just throw yourself into training?
Yeah, just commit.
It's like at the end of the day, you're going to be fighting. So it's like just get as much done as you can.
That's it. Like that shit still hurts.
Is it, how quick does it go? It flies. 8 weeks flies by, isn't it?
So fast. Yeah, it was quite nerve wracking as you go. I'm like, okay, we've got a while. I'm working on this, and then before you know it, you're like 3 weeks in, and you're like, well, that's got a lot.
Hit that week 4.
Oh, week 4, and you're like, it's basically there.
Yeah, it is. It is funny. No, I do love it. It's different. I think it as much as we love obviously like normal sessions, it just makes a nice change. I think for like when you're coaching and stuff, it's just a bit different. And you get a different bunch of people in the gym. It's good for the guys who are like helping out with the sessions as well, because it's probably something some of the other guys don't get to do too much of, is like helping out with coaching or cornering and stuff like that. So I think from that side of it, it's good experience for them as well. But yeah, they are fun events.
They are great. Yeah. I'd turn up just to watch them, to be honest.
I think we get the best seats.
I bet in the corner. Yeah,
and everyone's shouting out words of advice from the crowd. So.
That's the funniest. I mean, it's such a weird experience. I mean, I actually remember what was it? It was my MMA. My dad come along,
right,
and with the like adrenaline dump, you get this like auditory exclusion. I couldn't hear nothing to the point that in between rounds, my corner actually was like, "You need to fucking listen to me, man. Like, do what I'm calling." But I couldn't hear anything. I was just so focused on the thing. Yeah. And at one point, just cutting through the crowd was my dad's voice going, "Choke the bastard!" And I was like, "Whoa, brilliant!" Like,
was that actually on the floor?
So into it, yeah.
It's like we always make a joke. It's like you hear it, like, whether it's MMA or boxing or Thai, or whatever. Knock him out! Yeah. So what the fuck do you think?
Like, cheers, man.
As you get battered.
Good idea.
I'll knock him out. Yeah, I didn't think of that one. It's good though. People get passionate, don't they?
Yeah, so into
especially
it.
Like if it's your son or daughter or whoever in there. It's like
That's it. I saw a different side to my girlfriend that night. I was like, wow, okay.
It does so, doesn't it? So that's why people love fight sports.
It's such. That's it. I love the fight sports thing, because people, you say what you like about it, you're like, I'm not into that violence, but you watch people watch it and they get into it.
It taps in. It's got to be that animal instinct or whatever you want to call it. Fights, for me, like on fight sports, I think it's the best.
Yeah.
Best thing ever, because it's just like a true test, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever the rule set, it's just like it's you and one other person sort of thing, isn't it? It's that, if you win, you lose, whatever. But everything else, I don't know. But they're all good. But fight sports are they're kind of pure, aren't they?
Yeah, someone else.
Yeah, it's just get punched in the face. It's like, man, what are you doing? It hurts. This is not the sport for me.
No, you turn up to work all battered and bruised. It's like great weekend.
But you have to look at it from the other side, because people think, what the frickin' hell are they doing that? I completely get. It's like,
I do understand the confusion around it.
It's like, it's not sensible, is it? It's not. it's not a normal thing to do.
No, but I guess that's why companies like Ultra as a charity, it's such a good thing, because it's so like out of most people's comfort zones.
Yeah,
but it's a big deal when people do it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think you need things like that, because it just gets people in who probably would never set foot into a gym. Like, really, and I think that's one thing like we always kind of have to remember sometimes is people coming in, like most people, like you get people who've done bits and pieces and stuff, but for a lot of people it's a big thing coming into like a martial art gym or boxing or Thai boxing gym or MMA gym, and you forget like how intimidating that can be. Like it's our day to day, so like, we don't see it. Like we go to other gyms, that's just a gym.
Yeah, and you know what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's that thing, but you forget, you get people who have never done nothing at all. They're stepping in, and like everyone looks good, don't they? When you've never done nothing, like even though most of them are crap, it's just like you think, oh, everyone's like a killer. But yeah, I think for that, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because like you sort of get people, they all kind of think, oh, why are they looking nervous? But it's just a big thing, isn't it? They don't know what to expect. They might look to a few things on YouTube, but
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
and especially combat sports like martial arts, especially like Thai gym and stuff, because you've got that such a like hardcore style. Like you come in and there's people like fucking shredded and like fucking tats everywhere, and you're like, fucking hell, these are some scary looking people.
Yeah, talking about me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, about the shredded part. Tattoos, but yeah, I mean it's funny. Like since we moved here, because we are literally in a goldfish bowl.
Yeah,
I the window.
Even today, I saw people walking past they're looking through the door.
I've loved it. Like I say, I've only been here a few weeks. It's just been funny because people are just. I don't know, but they're watching someone in a zoo or something.
A little bit, yeah.
It's good, but then you get. So I don't know whether it puts people off or brings people in. You get like some of the guys are like ripped and in good shape.
Yeah,
I think that attracts a certain amount.
Yeah,
then
for
puts
sure.
some off, so it's like just keep rotating people around.
Yeah,
get all the different. Like,
you don't stand by the window.
I'm away now. But.
Right, we need a fat dude up front.
You just go and stand there for a minute. I think it's funny, but I think we do have like a real good mix of people and like ages and that as well. So I think if you had everyone who's like 20, absolutely like ripped and that.
Yeah, that's different. You definitely do get gyms like that.
Yeah,
where it's like, okay, this is a very specific type of person.
Yeah,
that this gym is for.
Yeah, you put a lot of people off, but because you never know, do you, like who's going to walk in, and you get some people like real nervous and that. But if you welcome them in and stuff like that, it's like
that's
might be the next world champion. You don't know, do you? But
yeah.
No, it's fun. It has been quite humorous, like being here. It's like, especially with the old days, like here. We need to set up like an older person's class.
Yeah, OAP class.
You can't join it actually. Be quite good fun. Yeah, I think where we were before was like a little bit hidden away.
Yeah, right.
Now we are just on display.
Yeah.
Yes. Get some blinds up.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah.
But it must be good advertising and stuff, to be fair. People will get interested. Yeah. You'll get a few people wondering. Well, like you said, you get the local drunk wandering in the evening as well.
You get maybe some you don't quite want to.
Yeah.
Just lock the door, but I don't know, I think as long as you speak to people right and that, it's okay,
it's fine.
But just the joys of being in a town now.
Yeah, I bet.
Every single type of person having fun. No, to be fair, I think everyone seems to be pretty positive about it. So I think we'll be all right here. I think.
Yeah, I think it'll work out great. Yeah, so again, optimism, blind optimism will carry you through.
It's like, I think it's because we've got to do all right.
Yeah, we're sort of committed.
Yeah. Again, that's how I speak to Laura. I was like, well, I think we'll be all right. She's like, how?
Yeah.
We'll be all right.
Maybe I should do the same conversation with Laura, but less optimistic.
No, she'd give you a better interview. Yeah. She come training the other day. She goes, she in all fairness, she's got a really bad toe. Like I think she's got arthritis on her toe, old lady toe. She goes, my toe's really. I said, hey, it'll be all right. She goes, all you ever say? I was like, because you are. We'll be all right. It's not going to fall off. Might hurt for the next 6 months, but you'll be fine. Maybe I'll say that.
She's very grateful for that support.
Yeah, she's a nurse, so there's no sympathy.
Right, yeah.
No, we have like a 24-hour rule in our house of being ill, and then you've got to be better.
Get over it.
Yeah, it is definitely that. Yeah, nice. I thought being married to a nurse would be different, but just the most unsympathetic people in the world. which is understandable with the job they do. But if you get looked after, literally 24 hours. Packet of paracetamol, get on with it.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes,
that's what you want.
Okay, thanks. Love you. Thanks, babe. But I'm the same. So you're not better yet.
No, get on with it.
It's good. But I think that's the thing with training as well, and it's like, I can't stand it sometimes. People like hurt. So there's injuries, and then there's a bit of a grade.
Yeah.
Like, can't suck it up.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I turn up home and I'm like all sorts of weird, mysterious bruises and stuff. I don't even remember getting hit there. I don't know how this has happened. I don't know why I'm limping like this, but whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It is good for you, isn't it? Because it's a lot of people can't cope with stuff.
That's it. People fall apart.
Yeah, and it's a bit like, man, just tape it up, get on with it.
Yeah,
just don't throw it. I've hurt my hand. Use the other one. It's true, though, isn't it? It's like you've been training long enough at enough places. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Together.
Yeah,
moan about it, but get on with it.
And I think people that get really into it as well can't take that time off. Like I know I've had a couple of injuries, nothing like crazy serious and stuff, but stuff where it's like probably should take a day or two and just rest it. I'm like, nah, I'll be all right, man. I'll do something else.
Yeah, that's the danger. There's a fine line.
Yeah, and then it's a persistent injury.
Really, you should take some time off now. Your arm's definitely not bending the same way anymore. So
yeah,
maybe have a few weeks off.
That is not right.
But you can't stop, can you? If you get like certain injuries, like most stuff you can train around.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, even if you break your hand, like you can just don't use that. Just like
or just just suck it up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's exactly that. Just suck it up, get on with it. Stop being a pussy.
That's it.
Everything what's been said to me over the years. Just get on with it.
Just get as a tagline up here.
Stop being a pussy. Yeah, be all right. Maybe not facing the window. Maybe around the corner a bit. Stop being a pussy. So, not very sympathetic in this game, are we? Really?
Nah. Well, who cares?
Yeah, true. What are you meant to do?
The other thing I wanted to ask you about as well was your running thing. Because I've seen that up on the Instagram. I don't know a huge amount about it, but it sounds pretty interesting and pretty awful to me.
Yes, it's pretty awful for me. To cut it short, so I've been running every day at the moment for just over 3 years.
That's insane.
So it was basically a lockdown thing.
Okay.
It was in between. God knows what lockdown. So it was open, shut. I was just kind of in one of those kind of like, I've had enough of everything sort of thing. I was out walking with a dog. I was getting the arm stuck on loads of weight. I was like, I couldn't be bothered to train or nothing. I think I was going to like down. I was like, I just had enough of everything. I was out walking the dog. I was like, I'm going to have a little run. So I think I'd done a little video of basically taking the piss out of myself, saying, just get on with it. And I run. I thought, do you know what? I was disgusted with myself, how hard it was. And I've never been a great runner. Even when I was fit and stuff, I hated running. Like you run because you have to, with training and stuff. I got home and I thought, oh man, that was really bad. So I thought, right, I'll tell you what, in my head, I was like, I was going to run every day for a week. Nothing crazy, but a couple of miles or whatever. I'm going to run every day for a week. Got to the end of the week and I thought, because it was the middle of November I started. I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run every day till Christmas. And then, so it kind of went from there. Once I got there, I was like, I've got to do something with it. Because I was kind of starting to get, I'd started to just feel a bit better. You get a bit fit, and then you kind of have a bit of a focus and stuff. And I thought, I've got to do something with it. And I was like, so I was kind of looking through Instagram, and there was another guy, like, I never even heard of run streaks. Like, I didn't even know this thing existed. But apparently there's a lot of weird people like me who sort of do these things. I was like, a guy on there. I thought, that looks pretty cool. And I think he was just coming to the end of his first year. I thought, what have we got to do? So it has to be a minimum of 1 mile a day, which doesn't sound, sorry, I'm really snotty. It doesn't sound great on your mic. But it has to be a minimum of 1 mile a day, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you run every day, it definitely builds up. So I thought, I'm going to do that. So I thought, I'm going to start doing it for a charity. So it's a charity one of my cousins is involved in. Limbcare, so just help people who've had like amputations and stuff like that. So a real small charity. So I thought, brilliant, I'll raise. Yeah. So I thought, stupidly, I went, I'm going to do it every day for a year. Like, see how much money we can raise. I felt I was putting £1 in a day as well. I thought, that's going to be cool. I was like, yeah. And then you get into it, and got to the end of the first year. I was like, fuck it, I just got to keep going. I'd say. So I'm just over 3 years in now.
That's insane.
So yeah, so I think I've only done 1 mile twice. Everything else has been above that. Like end of last year, I think my average was still 5.1k, so just over 3 miles a day.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
God, that kills me, man. I hate running.
It's like, yeah. At the moment, I'm sort of doing most days about 2 miles, and that's more just because of being old and achy. That's more like just a time thing. So I do it in the mornings, like get up and just go, because it's like I'll never go home now and go for a run. So yeah.
Wow.
First thing in the morning, just.
Is there a goal in terms of how long you do it for, or you're just going to keep going?
So at the moment, as we sit here,
fall apart.
Until my knees finally give up. But at the moment, I'd like to do 5 years.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm just over 3 years in. 4 couldn't end on a 4.
Yeah,
it's a weird number to end on.
Not round enough.
Yeah, so five. I would like to get to 5. If I get to 5, we'll see where we go. But yeah, 5 years would be good.
Blimey.
So yeah, distances might get shorter.
I was going to say, have you kept a track of how long that distance is?
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't think.
Yeah, I bet it must be quite a high number, to be fair.
Yeah, I think. God, do you know what? I can't think now. So the longest distance I've done a marathon.
Oh wow!
Distance, like not an organised event. It was literally. It was
just
actually,
did it.
Yeah, so I was building it up. So I thought, just like built back up to doing like 5Ks, a few 5Ks a week, and then like going up and down, and get up to like doing 10Ks and stuff again. Get to a point where you think, I actually feel all right. Nothing, not breaking any records here, but like, it's kind of like doing all right. And then so I thought, I think we'd been shut down again. So I didn't have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those weird things where you could see people, you couldn't see, I don't know, whatever it was. So I thought, I just got to keep running. So I thought, I wonder how far I go. So 10K was the furthest I'd ever run in the past. It was like 6 miles. I thought, see if I get 7, 8. Once I started getting up there, I thought, I'll try a few half marathons. Again, not organised events, just like doing the distance. Yeah, get to like a half marathon. Thought, fuck it, I've got, even like, I've got to go for it. If I don't,
in for a penny, in for a
pound.
It
was, yeah, and we literally shut. And I was like, I'm going to build it up. I think I've done a couple around about 18 miles, which were like killers. Man, it's like, I know some people smash them, but for me, that ain't fun. And it wasn't fun. I'd love to say, oh yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Runners high.
That is, yeah, I think I won runners high, and yeah, I don't know, it didn't last long. It's that thing of it's a challenge, so I enjoy like doing the challenge.
Yeah.
But actually running long distances was a bit like, man, this ain't. Yeah. So once I started hitting 18 miles, I looked up a bit. I was like, I think I'd done a 19 mile, then a 20 mile as well. Fuck it, because we was actually like we'd shut. And then, again, Laura's there. A few of the other lads would been like painting and stuff like that, getting the gym ready to reopen. I was like, I'm gonna have to go. If it's now or never, like to do the marathon, because I thought I know once we reopen, I'm not gonna have the time.
Yeah.
And I won't have the heart to like be banging out 20-mile runs and stuff. So I spoke to Alex, who's you met tonight, one of the other guys who coaches and that, and it was a lady called Valerie who used to train with us. So I was kind of chatting with them. I was like, I'm gonna do a marathon. Can you guys just do the last bit? I think they'd done the last 8 miles with me. But me and Laura had been up in the gym the whole 2 days before. We'd lift, you know how heavy these mats are? We lifted the mats out, moved all the boxing ring, pulled that back together. I was like, I'm not joking, like, we was knackered. She was like, you don't have to run. I was like, no, fuck it. I said I'm going to do it. Yeah. I was like, I think we had a takeaway and a bottle of wine. Not the best like pre-marathon diet.
That's it.
It was like proper old school. It's like, gonna have a bottle of wine.
There'll be some runners out there fuming right now.
It's like, oh, fuck it, do it. Got up, yeah. Met up with the other 2. Yeah, they done the last 8 miles with me. I was fucking hanging.
Nice.
Yeah, disgusting. Never doing a marathon again.
No.
I think I've done 10.
Respect.
Yeah, I've done 10 half marathons after that.
Fucking God.
And then I was going to do a marathon, so run every day and then do a half marathon once a month. Like, I got to 10 and like my hip was like really playing. I was like, I can't do long distance.
Yeah, that's enough.
But, yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, I've raised just under $4,000 now.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm really pleased.
So
with that.
good. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, some days I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I bet. I bet the day after the marathon was probably a rough one.
Yeah, because I think that was one of my 1-milers. Like, I think, because I feel like that.
That's check it off.
I do not want to get up and run. It's one of them. Once you're out, you're like, yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
But I think one of the hardest ones I've done was actually Alex was doing. Who's the guy? David Goggins.
Yeah.
Who's doing? I think it was 4 miles every 4 hours or every hour, something like ridiculous. So it ends up you're doing 48 hours or something. I was like, oh mate, I'll do the last 4 miles here. I thought it'd be knackered. He's like super fit, isn't he? I remember I told him I'd already run in the morning. And I was like, oh fucking hell. Yeah, running. Yeah, I still don't love it. I enjoy some of it, but I don't love it. But I'm glad. It's definitely a challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're not a runner then?
I despise it with every part of my body. I do it, like you said, I do it out of necessity. When I'm like training, if I've got a fight or something, I'm like, I better run.
It's good. It is good cardio.
But I hate every second of it. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where, first of all, I'm just bored. Yeah. And then when it gets to the point where it's like really cardio, I'm like, this is terrible. I don't have very good cardio. I hate this.
What sort of distance do you do? Like 5K?
Pathetic distances. 5K, I think, is probably the most I've ever done.
Yeah. I think a 5K is enough. Like, really, I think.
That's it. I'm like,
the odd 10K.
What do I need out of this?
Running is horrible, though. So I admire and also don't like. At the same time, people who love running, because I think I like it now because I think it's just routine. It's habit and routine. I think
that's a big thing for running.
Yes.
It's not, I start. Only when I'm training for a fight do I do it.
It's hard then.
And it's awful.
Yeah. It is hard. Running is hard. It's difficult, and it's just like, oh man.
Yeah.
And you do switch off.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I get why for fighting it's good, because it is a mentality thing.
Yeah.
It's what you push through it, and I do think there's a lot of like psychological stuff.
That is not a good sign for my mentality.
Doesn't mean you have to enjoy it, but just get it done, just keep going. But some people love it, don't they? Running.
Yeah, I don't understand that. The people that are just like, I just want to get up in the morning and go smash out 10K. Forget that.
Yeah, I enjoy that challenge. I enjoy getting up and getting it done, and I do feel better, but it's not the most sensible thing I've ever thought I'd do.
No, it's wild to me.
Yeah.
But I guess this is probably the most relatable I can be for those people that look at the martial artists on the outside and go, why do you like getting punched in the face for it?
That's true. Yeah.
I think that's the feeling when I see runners.
Yeah. We get you see such natural runners sometimes.
Oh,
and I know I don't look like that. I never have looked like that when I run. I'm a plodder. I'm a shuffler and a plodder. There's a guy I see every now and again, probably about every 2 or 3 months, if I'm doing certain routes, and he's older than me, and he blasts past me. I think, fuck. I hate them. I don't even know them, but I hate him. Especially, so I keep going. It's off. Because you have to race, don't you? So I don't know why. It's like he's going to beat me every time I pick the pace up.
Yeah, it always goes up. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, maybe it's the competitive streak as a martial artist.
Maybe that's what it is. But please don't run the same direction, because I'm never going to keep up.
I can't do it, man.
I was going to go down this way now. Yeah, running, it's not the best thing. But yeah, it's definitely a good challenge.
Well, I think it's awesome, and it's great as well that you raise money for it as well.
Yeah.
What's the best place then for people to follow that, and can they donate money? Yeah,
they can. So if they go on, so I do post it on Monkey every day, which is probably the most boring story we put up. So there is links to my Instagram and to my sort of charities Instagram, and all the links are in the bios.
Cool.
For that, yeah. So the charity is Limbcare UK. So like I say, real small charity, but yeah, they do great work for people.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And then what about Monkey? Where's the best place in terms of contacting you guys, following you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, socials. Yeah. We're on Facebook, Instagram, normal kind of routes.
The standard stuff.
Chuck us in there, Monkey Muay Thai.
Yeah, I'll pop it all in the description as well for anyone that's listening, so they can follow it on. But yeah, like I said at the start, I really recommend coming down here training. You do drop-ins?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll definitely come back.
Thank you.
But thank you very much for having me. Huh?
Yeah.
Off camera. Fuck this.
Yeah, terrible, Jim. We're on the high street. Got a kebab shop over the road.
Yeah. Some geezers watching me the whole time through the windows.
Bit weird, isn't it? No, thank you.
Anyway, I appreciate that, Carl.
Lovely, mate.
And follow Monkey Muay Thai.
Lovely. Thanks, mate.
Thanks for listening. I really hope you enjoyed that. I certainly had a good chat with Carl. Fantastic time, very interesting guy. Please go do check out his charity work with the running that we spoke about at the end. I'll put a link in the bio down below for you. Follow Monkey Muay Thai, and if you are in the area, or even if you're not, make the journey over, check them out. They do drop-in fees, great classes, real variety. I really do recommend it, hand on heart. Also, in the meantime, don't forget to support the podcast. Please follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube, all at CWAMA Podcast, and share this with another martial artist, and let's help grow it together. Until the next time, cheers.